Hi guys, and thanks for sticking with me this far. From my last video, I hope you could tell that a heavy weight had been lifted from my shoulders by getting the floor laid down, because it opened up the possibility of beginning to put in the kitchen wall and other items which play to my woodworking skills. I wanted to cover the window right behind the driver's seat in order to make the kitchen area. So the first order of business was to wrap black felt around styrofoam and fit it to the opening of the window. The black felt would act as my blackout curtain for the window, and the styrofoam would be my insulation. It's not the best, but it's insulation. And then begins my next plan. As anyone who's done a build-out in a van will tell you, nothing is ever straight or square, and the sides of the van are U-shaped. So my plan is to grade the wood strips that will form the ribs of the wall, getting thicker and thicker the further I go toward the middle of the U shape in order to get as straight a line as possible to put up the wall. And wonder of wonders, while it wasn't perfectly straight, my plan seemed to be working when I tested the plywood up against the wall. The other part that I'm finding out about a van build is that you're constantly playing mental chess, that you can't finish one thing until you've thought ahead to how it affects the next thing that's coming. I say that because I now need to insert a 2x4 where the cup holders used to be before I put up the wall, so that once the kitchen counter is done, it too can be anchored to the wall. Easier said than done, because the wall was not cooperating. But after several trial and error attempts, I got it done. With the ribbing now complete, I was able to put up the wall which slid in, and now that major task was done. It's a new day, and I'm back to playing mental chess and feeling like Bobby Fischer at a Russian chess tournament, because the next project, in order to complete the kitchen, is to make another workbench. But this is a little more fun because it's clearly in my wheelhouse. And it highlights what I love about working with wood, because you start with nothing, meaning it all begins with pieces of wood that you piece by piece use to create something from nothing. I think I mentioned in another video that my friends say I'm cheap. I call it frugal. Either way, with the price of wood still being rather high, I decided to reuse fence posts from an earlier backyard repair to my fence for the legs on the second workbench. This second workbench will allow me to create the kitchen counter and cabinet and move the project around to get into the small spaces that come with creating a cabinet. And almost like a dream sequence, the workbench is created. And now my projects will go a lot faster, and I'm ready to tackle the kitchen counter. Before I go, I really want to thank my subscribers, because you are the people that offer encouragement and keep me going to finish each project. So only you know in advance there will be 2 uploads this week. I told you I wanted to finish it quickly.